streaming. And so today the streaming which I'm going to do, it's on Angular routing, and we're continuing with the Angular series. So this is the sixth part of it, and we'll be going to doing the routing. I've just started the project, so the zip file for it. So there will be a basic part of it, and the zip file you can get it from the link. Actually, this is a part of a blog, so then the link will be there. So you can get the zip file from there and see it is compiled successfully. And as I've told, there will be some thing which is already there. So this is like this, and already some app will be created, and we are going to work on top of it to add the routing. See, the routing is not there in this app right now. So what we are going to do, we are going to add the routing here. Okay, so let's get started. So okay, so let's see our structure a bit. Okay, so this is the app, and this is app.html. In the app.html, we have right now, close this, we have right now home, servers and users. Okay, and home, servers and users are just getting loaded. Okay, so home, servers and users, but nothing is working right now, so we have to make it work. Okay, so this is the home, we have this folders like home, servers and users. Okay, these three we have. Okay, so after that, so how to add the routing? So for that, we will go to app module.ts file. Okay, app module.ts file we will go, and here we will have to add the routing. I don't know why this always this things are already there. Okay, these spaces are already there whenever we start the Angular. Okay, so now it's time to add the routing, and for that we have to come here before the ng module. We have to come and here const app routes. For the next 2 weeks it will be only Angular, so because I want to complete the Angular as soon as possible. Okay, routes equal to this. Okay, so it is automatically imported, and then path is there. So first one will be this empty. So Angular routes are also similar to React route, but we don't have to import an external library like React router DOM in React router. So that is something which I am liking it Angular, but then also Angular is a lot tougher, a lot more things to learn than in React. If I take 1 week to teach React, it generally is 2 to 3 weeks to teach Angular. Okay, so like this component I have to do paths component, and then there will be a path of users, and components will be user component. It is giving good suggestions. Okay, sometimes it's good about this suggestions thing, so you don't have to write much of code. Okay, so after that there is a path of servers, and component is server component. Yeah, we have this component, so the paths have been done. Now here we have to come to the imports, and here in the imports, router module we have to. So again, this router module will also import it. See, this is already getting imported, so these things are important to import. Router module dot for root, and here we have to do this for root we have to take, and here we have to give this app roots. Okay, and this is how we set the routing in Angular. Let me see here. So I don't have any error. If I would have any error, it would have, okay, it is processing, but then also I don't have any I won't have any error here. This is done, compiled successfully. Then we have to go back. Let me keep it open only. We have to go back to app component, and we will remove all the other components just they were showing for that thing. And so it is showing like this axle and offset to, yeah, it is there. So another row is there, and another row is there. So it was showing all these things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all this. And app home, I don't know. One right now we have something known as router outlet. So once you install this router, you have something known as router outlet you have to do, and router outlet will be done. Okay. So this is how we implement router in Angular. Okay. So now let us go and see whether the routing is working or not. So but we have not yet clicked on anything, so the routing will not work like that. We have to give it here. So home servers. So why I am giving servers? Because that is the name. Servers is the name. Okay. So servers I'll give, and it will go to the servers. Okay. And then the users I'll give, it will go to the users. Okay. So these two will be done. Now we will add the logic for working links in a project. So we cannot do like this, like slash server slash users. We cannot do it like that. We have to have a link. So this is in React also we have these links. So how to use those links? We'll go there, app component.html, and here we are going to use something known as the router link. Okay, so there is no href and all, so href and all we should remove, and here I will make it router link equal to / okay, like this, and home is like this. Let me copy this. Servers is slash servers, and this one is, so there is another way also to give it. So we will look at that by using this array type of thing you have to give here, and it has got its own benefits. We'll see soon what benefits it has got. Like this, you have to give an array, and then in the single quotes you have to give it dash users. Okay, so this is another way to use the router link. So I have done. Now let me click on it and see whether it is coming or not. Servers is good, users is good, home is coming, servers and users. Okay, everything is working now. Okay, now one sec. Now we will work on the visual indications of the current route. See, means right now there is no visual indication is there. Okay, so means if I'm in servers, it is not showing where I am. It is not, so there is no visual indication there. So we'll use, there is something known as router link active for the same, and okay, so one more thing, we need to give router link option. Okay, so router link is there. Okay, so after that, so this router link will be there in the anchor tag. Okay, so that will be there, but here we have to add that, we have to add this in the router link active. Okay, so here we have to add router link active equal to active. Router link active we have to do at all places, means role presentation, and here also I have to do router link active, and then for especially for this backslash, what we need to do, we have to give another thing, which is router link active option, because this backslash what happen, or else it will match every time. So this is the issue. So some in all the things like React also I have used, there is something special for this backslash. So this is there in every framework or library. Okay, so it is not something new here. So we are doing this to have a visual indication of the active route. Okay, So after that, outer link active, as I was telling. Okay, so this class active, I'm going to remove. This is a bootstrap thing. Okay, because we are not just showing this, we are showing whatever it is active. So we are making it active. Okay, so this is there, and here I do router link. So this all directives, you don't have to import it anyway. So this is like Angular router link active options equal to exact true. Exact true I will do. Okay, exact true I have done. Then your router links. Okay, so when we do this active, we don't have to give the this path. We can remove this slash. We can remove this slash running from the router link. Okay, so this is done like this. Router link active. Okay, save it. Now let me go back. See, now see this style also. It is moving. Okay, and it is working perfectly. Okay. Now the thing which we are going to learn is to load our route programmatically. So this is not this we have seen just by clicking, but now we will learn how to load it programmatically. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to go to the home component.html. We are going to go here, and here we are going to add a button dot btn dash primary. We are going to do and load server. We are going to do, I don't know what this is coming. Okay, it's okay. And then, and why it is so showing like this? So then the shortcuts also btn or btn primary. Okay, so it is coming. And then I'm going to have a click handler equal to on load server. On server I'm going to do, if I save it, it will give error now because I don't have onload server. What I'm telling, okay, it is not giving. It's good. Okay, because I'm not in the home component, so that's why it is not giving. Onload server, I'm done. So now let me go to the home component TypeScript file. Home component TypeScript file. So first thing first, let us make this onload server quickly. Okay, now in the constructor I'll need to have a router. So private router okay, and let me import this. This is a good way to import by clicking on it. It's a good way to import. Okay, so after that, what will happen on load server, I will do this dot router dot navigate / servers. Okay, so this is how we can programmatically navigate. Okay, so / server I've done. Now in the home component I have this load server, so let me go there. On the home component I have this load server, and if I click on it, it will go to the server. So this is how programmatically we can do. So now we will enhance this application by adding other routes to it. So, and we'll now understand how to use the parameters in our route. Okay, so they're very important. Adding parameters in the router is actually very important. So we are going to learn that. So let me copy this. Okay, users slash id slash colon name, this name, and it will load the users component only. Okay, so these two things, these two parameters we have. Now in the close this, save it. Now in the users component.ts file, we'll go this component.ts file and go and here. So not users component, there is a user also is there. Okay, so user is also is there. So I will go here user component.ts file because it is getting loaded from the user component.ts file. We are going to go, and then after that here user id is number, name is string. Again we have to do this. So there is something known as activated route, so we are going to use that. Activated route, again we have to import it, automatically imported the activated route. Okay, so and ng on init, so activated route is imported, ng on init, so which is like a constructor, means this also runs during the initial load, and constructor, and these are the only life cycles. There are some other, but we generally use this one. Ng destroy is also there. This dot user equal to user is their id, so user is already initialized. Why is giving error then? Okay, id and name. Okay, so this dot route dot snapshot dot params will give us this id. Okay, this what id, this id, I'm talking about this id. Okay, and then comma name, so this is the object, the name is the another one, this dot route dot params name, save it. Okay, now in the user component.html file where we are seeing this thing, we can give the user dot id and user dot name, save it. Okay, so it is like this, users are there. So but what it is not about users, it is about, see, if I come in, it is about users is there, then id and name, any id and name which you are going to pass, it will show that this id and name. Okay, so I will go back here, and from here I have to give that id and name. But in general cases, what is happening in projects, big projects, production project, this by default it is done. So suppose I go here and do to Shikha. So see, user with id 2 is loaded and user name is Shikha, so this is coming from here. Okay, so similarly, so we can give anything. So it is, this is how it is being shown. So this is how it is actually being shown. Okay, so now we are going to look into an issue. Okay, so in the user component.html file, let us have a horizontal row, and then anchor tag. You don't have an href in Angular. Router link, and have router link equal to complete it first. So this is another way to do these things, that in the array format, it is slash users comma 2 comma Shikha, and okay, so like this I will be here and save it. So you might think that when click on it, it should change the link. The data should also change because here we are showing all these things, and that data should also change. So let us go here. Load Shika, I'll do this changes to 2 and Shika, it is done. But see, this is still Nabindu. This is not changed. So what is happening in this kind of case? Actually, this code never ran again. This code only ran during the initial load, during the constructor phase. So this is something which is handled in React by lifecycle hooks and all, like component did update. But here it has been done in a different way. In Angular, this kind of cases are done with observables. Observables. Okay, I don't know how to take it. Observables. Okay, so now we'll come here, and here we have to user component.ts. I'm there, and in activated root, after that I'll come down. Okay, in this ng on init, in this dot users is there, and after this I have to use observable, and with that this dot route dot params dot subscribe. So observable always have this subscribe thing. So subscribe I have to do, and then params. Yeah, this good. The params is imported also. That is good again. So like this dot user dot id equal to params id. Okay, and this dot user dot name equal to param names. Okay, so we are creating this id and the names by params we are doing. Now I'll save it. Now I'll come back here. Home I'll go, sub I'll go, users I'll go, and let me take one window. So it is loaded. Now I will go to load Shikha and see 2 is been loaded and Shikha has been loaded. So both of them are done. Okay. So now it is working perfectly. Now we will learn how to add query parameters and fragments in our app. Okay. So for that, again we will go to this app module.ts. Here we come. Okay, path is servers slash id hash edit. Components will not be the same thing. Components will be edit server component. So edit server component is also important because we have the edit server component also. So that is done. Now we will go to the home dot component dot html. Okay, so home dot component dot html are gone, and we'll add the value 1 to load server. Maybe here also 1. I will add, save it. Now in the home component dot ts file, I'll go here in the load server. Now I'm getting a number, so it will be id, maybe TypeScript also a bit, number. Okay, and then here I don't want to navigate to the servers, but I want to navigate here. Okay, navigate here. So how do I navigate here? So servers I have given, and then So this is the power of this bracket, snap bracket. We can do like this, and then id id which I have, and then I will give, where is the mouse, id comma edit. I'll give, okay, and after that, where does the query parameter goes? So here comma I'll give, and not like this. So here query params is allow edit of one comma fragment of loading and like this. Now we will go to the edit server component .ts file. I will go, okay, and here again we have to use this activated route. So let us do that. Private route is activated route, so it is imported. That is good. Okay, now here let us come here and g on init and clg this dot route dot snapshot dot query params, because this is what we have been sending, this query params. Okay, query params, and dot fragment, save it, inspect. Let me put it below. I like it below more. Okay, and so home I will go, and then I will click on the load server. See, load server, what is it is doing? One edit, allow edit, and one loading. So this is all coming from here. Allow edit one and fragment loading. So one servers one. Okay, so and then this edit and allow edit, and this is coming fragment, and then we are also able to get it here. Okay, so we are also able to get it here in the console log in the edit server component. See, this is going to edit server component, and we are able to get it there. So we're just using as a console log just to show that it is doing. Okay, so just to show that it is doing, so we are doing that, and that's it for today. Routing is a bit longer topic, and I have another, I will complete it tomorrow. There is another part for it, so I will complete it tomorrow. So this is how we are going to learn Angular. Angular is a lot of things are there to learn in Angular. So we are going to learn like this. So with this we complete today's stream. Hope you like this stream. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're not. So Angular will go on for another week, maybe with this week and next week, and I am daily streaming at 9:15 because I'm doing the 100 days of code and 100 days of videos challenge. So I am streaming daily. Okay, so beside that, and I am a full stack JavaScript developer, a freelance developer, plus a JavaScript trainer who teaches React, and also I'm planning to do some Angular thing also. So if you want to see my courses, please, the link is there in the description. You can check them out. And with this, I will end today's stream. Thank you, and I will see you all again tomorrow.